If you piece it together and really listen to the music for the words, for what it is, it's all there.
Take $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z.
Give me $500,000. Fuck Jay-Z. Yeah, man.
DIY.
Recently, Jay-Z had an interview on CBS Mornings with Gayle King. We know the legend of Jay-Z. Whether you like him or not, you can't deny the man's a legend and this impact on his game and just how many ways that he evolved what we thought was possible for an entrepreneur, for someone that is of the hip-hop culture. With that said, there was a pretty viral question over the last, I feel like 2 or 3 years that posed the scenario. If you had the opportunity, would you take $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z? Billionaire Jay-Z. Gayle King brought this question up, and here's what Jay-Z had to say about it himself.
There's something interesting online, Jay. I'd love to hear what you think about this. If you had a choice between getting paid $500,000 in cash or lunch with Jay-Z,
Yeah.
which would you choose?
You gotta take the money. What I'm gonna say?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Jay-Z don't want to talk to you. What he finna tell you in one dinner? Believe in yourself. Oh.
Yeah, man. Everything that I'm gonna say.
No, only because people say, of course you take lunch with Jay-Z because the wisdom that you would get from him would be so beneficial to you. There would only be a matter. You would take the money.
Yeah, because you got all that in the music for $10.99. That's a bad deal. I wouldn't tell you to cut a bad deal. Like.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. I think some of y'all overestimate, and this just shows you the power of celebrity culture in general. Because I'm pretty sure if you pose a few different names, folks would have a very similar answer of going to want to do that dinner with Jay-Z. And don't get me wrong, hell, wouldn't that be amazing to be able to have an opportunity to pick the brain of what I consider at least one of the greatest lyricists of our time? Somebody who really built this with his team from the ground up into a billion-dollar multi-business structure. There'd be a lot of things I want to ask him about just life in general, but not over $500,000. I feel like the kind of folks that's like, man, I need that dinner, have not properly reviewed 444 or albums like that.
But I'm trying to give you $1 million worth of game for $9.99. Turn that
coded. He's giving you coded game of what to follow, how he thinks and looks at things. If you respect his point of view, you got to ask it straight from the source, don't you? That's wild. He don't know you. What answers he gonna give you? You know how much talking you got to do to give him context to really help you?
The $500,000. Go buy some albums and listen to the albums. It's all there. If you piece it together and really listen to the music for the words, for what it is, it's all there. Everything that I said was gonna happen, happened. Everything that I said I wanted to do, I've done. And there's the blueprint. The blueprint literally to me and my life and my journey is there already.
Would you rather have a unicorn or a rainbow factory? Nigga logic. No, we're not doing nigga logic. We're not doing that. We know better than that. That is under the assumption you know what to do with the information. That's under the assumption that you're in the proper place in your career to actually launch on some really solid advice. That's under the impression that you're going to somehow do business because you're sharing tailless shrimp and some champagne. No, matter of fact.
Take $500,000 or dinner with Jay-Z.
Give me $500,000. Fuck Jay-Z. Yeah, man.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth.
Charleston, why you say that?
Who want to take a sit down with Jay-Z over $500,000?
You'd be surprised.
It's some people say they want to sit on his lap then.
You want someone's lap, huh? Mr. Carter, you mind me calling you Mr. Carter? Oh, how did you build out your billion-dollar industry? Oh, I can only say so much during a dinner party, the little dinner. You can go, it's okay, I got all night. You want to sit in his lap? Damn shame.
Yeah, they want to jump on his lap and talk to him like he's Santa Claus.
Some of y'all make me sick. You want to go sit down with Jay-Z. Wouldn't it be more beneficial? And someone asked a very fair question.
Nah, and I'm still not content till I'm dominating every single continent. My shit go stupid, you don't think, then use your common sense. I did your wire and I know that I'm a product. When they play that new king, all the DOYs go crazy. All the DOYs go crazy. When they play that new king, all the DOYs go crazy. All the DOYs go crazy.
especially with me being an independent artist, because there's obviously information that I could gain from having a sit down with a Master P. You got to put him on the Mount Rushmore, in my opinion, for independent hip hop because of what he accomplished with No Limit Records and the imprint that they had still on his culture, still on just album cover designs. Even when you see like t-shirt designs, there's so many things that are mirrored after some of those mystical albums, some of those Silk the Shaka albums that is having a ripple effect through the culture. However, I have nothing to ask Master P or even a Tech Nine if I don't have any product or capital to do anything with it. I'm gonna ask him about the prospect of when I come across this, even to a certain degree, and this may be a controversial one, and I want to make sure that I say this humbly. I know that from my own perspective, there are things that I am out of touch with because of the new lifestyle that I have been living. Certain things were a certain way as I was coming up that just aren't the same anymore. And not to say that these individuals are out of touch at all, because they're obviously still heavily influential. There are more lessons that I'm going to learn through my losses than one singular dinner, $500,000, by losing $500,000 after I get it. Talking with someone and asking them how I should invest my money if they were me puts them in a very unfair situation because they're not me. And not to say that they couldn't give me some information and some game, but at the end of the day, I have to know what's best for me. Who's been here the whole time? Me. Who knows I have information that could lead me to believe this may not work for my particular brand? Me. Also, I have to understand that with varying points of views inside this very room right now, I want to respect your point of view. But I have this point of view that although conversations are very valuable, we're all the product of a lot of great human beings who have poured into us because at the moment we were ready to receive that, or at least they planted seeds that sprouted later. Every single one of us. But the truth of the matter is, I feel like we're always in a search for answers. But the reality of it is, even when we're giving great advice, is it information that we couldn't understand? I have this philosophy that new information that comes to us is not entering us mentally. It is simply us cleaning off the lens that is in front of us. What if you've been knocking on every single proverbial door trying to get the answers? You want to knock on Jay-Z's door, you want to knock on Master P's door, you want to knock on whoever you think is influential, but you can't get in. You want to know why you can't get in? Because you're knocking on that door from inside of the place you're trying to get to. Hello. You're knocking on the door from the inside of the place you're trying to get into. Take a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. If Jay-Z himself has told you that, I don't think he's saying that to be manipulative. I think he's saying that because he realizes some of the stuff that happened, he said, thank God that happened in 1996. Because today, I don't know if I could be out here doing no TikToks. Don't overvalue what someone else can tell you about yourself. You haven't even taken a chance on yourself. You haven't even tried to bet it on yourself. But this nigga Jay-Z gonna come save you. Charleston White.
Dollars or dinner with Jay-Z?
Give me $500,000. Fuck Jay-Z.
Those are my thoughts. Respectfully, OG. Got love for Jay-Z, man. Supremely motivated by you, sir, but let's stop playing. Those are my thoughts. You tell me what your thoughts are.
DIY.
DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.